Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. If some of you were listening carefully, yesterday when I put out that video, I had said that I was going to address two topics. The first part was to refute a statement that someone said, or rather the accusation that someone said, that I was a lawless person. And I said that, and the second thing I intended to deal with was the ultimate way to rid your house of cockroaches and to rid your country of gunmen. Guys, you know me, I've always said this is a channel that you come to learn things, And if you stay with me now, you're going to learn something that you probably, more than likely, 9 out of 10 of you never understood and have not figured out so far. Because one of the values of this channel is that I try to ensure that everybody who turns up on my channel has something that they can leave with, that they can go out into the world and practice, and that can make them more powerful, because as I've said, knowledge is power. And guys, before I go on, I just want to say that as most of you might know, I've been demonetized for over 2 months because of some of the truth that I carry, and some very, very powerful people don't want these things to be known. So, as you know, I do have this line of t-shirts, and I would love, it's exclusive, not found anywhere else on earth. My brand, Miserable. If you could please support my channel by simply buying one of my t-shirts or a pair for you and your partner, I would really appreciate that. Anyway, let me now get into today's topic. Now, some people may say, well, oh, that sounds ridiculous. How can the same method used to get rid of teenagers in your kitchen? I mean, I'm talking about teenager cockroach now. We call them teenager. These little ones, these pesky little things. And how can I say that the same methods used for getting rid of these in the kitchen can be the same method can be used for getting rid of gunmen? I mean, you can't just take some insect spray and go spray a gunman, and then again, gunmen are not in your kitchen. So where is the correlation between the two? Well, I'm going to tell you now. First of all, I'm not talking about a specific method. What I'm talking about here is a mindset. You have to have a specific mindset when you are trying to fight a certain battle. You have to have in your mind a specific goal you want to reach, and you have to have a sense of purpose, an extremely high sense of purpose. And to show you how successful this can be, I'm going to begin by, before I get to the national issue of gunmen in our society, let's begin in the kitchen. You know how cockroach take over your kitchen? You know, some people can move into a brand new house, with clean cupboards. Nothing has ever been in those cupboards. And you move out of a house which has none of these cockroaches, and yet when you reach your new home, after a few weeks or a few months, you find roaches in there. I mean, these things look like they just materialize out of thin air and be in your kitchen, right? And for all your life, you find this to be a great mystery. It's like these things just, once it named kitchen, they just automatically materialize out of some another dimension or something. But no, I'm going to explain how roaches reach in your kitchen, and we're going to use that to explain also how gunmen reach in your society. Or should I say, thrive in your society. In your kitchen, it begins with some nasty people who love teenagers in their houses. You have some people, first of all, you have some people who are very tolerant of these roaches in their kitchen. Once they see it, it's just another part of the decor, and they don't tackle it because it's a normal part of the decor. I mean, this is a kitchen. This is where roaches belong. I mean, it's just routine, and they leave it there. By the same mindset, you have people live in a community and they have gunmen in there and they tolerate them and just leave them there. And it will be a one gunman. But having one gunman there, eventually what you think gonna happen? He's going to attract more. And they're gonna seek haven with each other, and they do their wrongs in other places, and these gunmen harbor them in these new societies, in these new communities, and it multiplies and multiplies till it take over and infests the entire community. Community by community, eventually it infests the country. In other words, once you have a home and you are tolerant of roaches inside your kitchen, then they're going to multiply. Simple as that. And you do have some people, where seeing the roaches in their kitchen, they just bypass it because it's just part of the decor. We have to face that. And when these roaches overwhelm their kitchen, what do you think the roaches do? They go into items inside there, not necessarily kitchens, because you have other places where roaches infest. But first of all, how does cockroach get into a brand new kitchen where you just moved in and there were absolutely no roaches or roach eggs, neither where you're coming from amongst your things, nor in this brand new house? Let me tell you. You smuggle them into your house in things like this. Green banana. You go to a little corner shop, a little community, and you just go there and you just buy your little stuff. And if these are nasty people, what you think the roaches will come out at night and do? Remember, roaches go hide in every little crevice, every single crevice. You go there, you buy a bunch of banana and you bring it home, not realizing that these roaches are there. Once you reach home, what do you think them do? They just come out and start infesting a place, just like that. Another thing is in gas cylinders. You see, within the circular area around the handle, some of them have a little hole right around a little tube around the handle up at the top. Roaches hide in there, come out of nasty people kitchen who love cockroaches. And there's also another tubular section along the base that it stands on. And they go inside there and hide. Now, they take a brand new cylinder in to their kitchen. Roach in the morning go and lodge inside those places and stay there, they live there. Now, when that gas cylinder finish and it goes back to the filling station, it goes there with the roaches. Now, what they do is test. They don't test for roaches, They test for flaws in the cylinder. See if it's still safe to use. And they fill it and sell it. Now, when the cylinder goes back into a clean person's kitchen, what do you think? 30, 40 cockroaches come out and infect the place and you never even realize anywhere there. So I'm suggesting now, anybody who buy a gas cylinder, it is 25 pounds, it is 35 pounds that comes in a house, when it comes off that bike or you buy it personally, slam it on concrete, slam it down, clang, clang, clang. And see, have your roach spray ready because you're going to see cockroaches come out of that. And that is the main way that roaches get into people's kitchen. Because, as I say, they come out of people who love cockroaches. Another way that roaches get in your kitchen is in egg flats. You buy egg and they hitch up underneath, because sometimes these cockroaches go into these boxes, and once daylight they hitch up in the egg flats. And as you come in with that flat of eggs and you put it down, they just come out, crawl onto your kitchen counter and find a nice snuggle place, and yes, laugh off on you. You go to a friend's house and they pack a little grocery bag and give you, and you don't know that their house full of cockroaches, because you might even go in their kitchen and it looks clean, because you know roach hides in the days. And they pack a little bag, give you a little this, little that, and so on and so forth. And the bag having either cockroaches themselves or roach eggs or what happen, and you take the bag and you carry it home, you put it down in your kitchen counter. They comes in on things like those. When you get anything from people yard, people who see roaches as part of the decor, look carefully, because that's how roaches get in your house. There are many other ways, but these are so anything you take from anywhere and take into your kitchen, you have a risk of bringing roaches in. So, how does one get rid of cockroaches and gunmen? As I said before, it is a mindset. The first thing you have to think, you have to have a zero tolerance level. Zero tolerance. In other words, not one single cockroach. Once you see him, kill him. It is always going to lay and create more and more and more and more. It has to be constant and relentless. In other words, you can't buy a can of roach spray now and then use it and wait. You wait till the cockroaches reach to overwhelm you, and you see them gathering in dozens in every corner of your place, and then you buy a roach spray. Because if you do that, yes, you're gonna get rid of them for 1 week. Because by the following week, more are going to hatch out. Because remember, they'll now have dozens or hundreds of eggs in every little crevice and corner of your kitchen. And when those baby roaches start to grow, what are you going to do? Because you have a mindset, because once you're done a can of pyro pan all of those that had already been in the kitchen, you're not going to buy another one again until the infestation get too worse again. And that's the wrong way. That way you'll never get rid of them. You have to spray them once and you don't see any. And then by the others start to hatch out and develop, you keep the littlest tiny rice grain one you see. As you see one single deggy one, drop everything you're doing and get rid of him. And if you keep doing that for every single one, what's gonna happen? There'll be none to get old enough to lay any more eggs. And once there's not a single one to lay any more eggs, then eventually there will be none in your kitchen. But what most people do, they see it as decoration, so they wait till it get overwhelming, then they damp it down, wait till it develop again, to one fling them out of them own kitchen, let them damp it down, and they do that for 10-20 years and just live with it. Likewise, that is the mindset we have with our gunmen. We try not to get rid of them with a zero tolerance attitude. What we try to do is we view them as part of the decor, and therefore, whenever them get too out of hand, we want one of them or two of them for dead, yes, but the majority of them, we just keep them and we just tolerate them. Now, if we are to get rid of gunmen from society, it's the same level of intolerance we have got to have. And when I say we, I'm talking mainly the government must have a zero tolerance on it, which they don't. And the second thing is the individuals who are living in the community. Because they too, gunmen can't be in their community unless they want them there. Roach can't take over your kitchen unless you want them there. Roaches are pests. Gunmen are pests. which is the reason why I sometimes refer to gunmen as cockroaches. Therefore, if it can be done in a house, like I have always lived in a teenager-free kitchen, and that has been so all of my life. Because as one is smuggled in by me or any other family member, once we see him dead. Therefore, him not have no time for breed up in the place. If we, as one single gunman, push up him head, you just get rid of him. We'll be free from these things. It's that simple. So, as I said, it's about a mindset. It's about a mindset. It's about having a sense of purpose and knowing what you want and deciding it is going to be done. It has to be done. And that's it. So, for the government, this is a lesson for you. If you want no gunman in society, they can't be there. If you, any individual listen to this, if you want a roach-free kitchen, just have zero tolerance. Thank you guys for listening. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.